Anyway, I'll say it once I get in there. Alright, so this is going to change. This is going to change what we can make, or what we're going to make. Everything that we've made so far with this clay should have a different appeal than this clay. I feel like I need just a little more. You gotta take a break and catch your breath after wedging a clay that's tough like this. But if the clay is tough like this, then it's easier to throw with because it's stronger. And so it can usually absorb a lot more moisture, handle more pools, thinner, all of that. So we'll see. Let me drop those there. Let me empty this. All right. We're back. This is the first time we've switched our throwing and trimming. This morning we trimmed the cups that we threw last Friday. So we did trimming in the morning, and now our afternoon session we're going to throw. Right now we're just going to throw some cups. We have a lot of tasks we need to do, but we want to consistently show up for streaming. We want to make ourselves very present here in this space so that people know where we are. have the ease to come watch what we're doing, ask questions, anything you want. I'm still out of breath from wedging. But yeah, so we're gonna throw some pots here for the first time in the afternoon, and then we'll probably trim these sometime tomorrow. But we're pretty close to getting started on some other tasks. We've thrown cups now for four weeks, and for 1 week, maybe 1 or 2 weeks. But we have some cups built up, and so we're going to start moving on to some other items. And if any of you here will come across this video, want to see something particular, come and throw your vote, throw your opinion. I'll take all things into consideration right now as we develop building this place for that purpose of sharing value. So anyway, let's get started. I'm gonna get comfortable. I might need to rearrange a few more things as well. Let's see if we can't get this. Where do y'all want that to line up? Does that work for you? Let me know. Set it to right now I'm just trying to get it adhered to the bat so that I can start putting a lot of force to it and it doesn't rip off the wheel head. This is a really tough clay, and so you just make small movements toward the center, and it'll eventually start loosening up. You'll start seeing like right now this whole cone is very rigid. I can make lines in it, but that would be about it. And after a while you'll start seeing it becoming a lot more fluid and moving around, and then it's a lot less rigid with all these lines wanting to kind of push my fingers around. But I just keep working it up and down, and then eventually you'll start getting the clay to just follow. And then also you'll start building up a nice slip on the fingers, and that all aids in less friction. If you have a question, feel free to throw them in. there. We're going to continue to just make a few more cups while we spend this next week building out our space and creating a easily streamable environment. We're going to be working on lighting, audio. I think the second camera will be nice because we'll be able to move the stream without breaking the video feed, and so I'm really excited to add that in, hopefully to tomorrow. So this clay has a lot of grog in it. It's very gritty, just like the clay we've been using out of the pug mill. The difference is it's like I say, it's a lot stronger, so it's going to hold up. You can see how the rim even is, you can really apply some force to it and it'll hold up. If I'd done that to the clay we've been using this last week, then the whole thing would have definitely fell. Definitely maybe. Yep. We'll keep things simple right now since it is a new clay. We'll just get a few of them off the hump, and then maybe if we get comfortable, we'll try pushing. And then he starts pushing. He can't not. Let's clean this up, see what it looks like. I think this needs to be higher. Don't overthink it. Let's do something maybe a little reckless. questions, I'll put on some music. Thank you for being here. Hope you enjoy watching pottery. You put on your music, it's quite a nice activity. I've worked with music for so long, so now that I'm live streaming, it's almost really odd to try to talk through my thoughts and share about the process. I'd use an egg bag.
Egg bag? Okay. Alright, I'm gonna go get one. You need anything?
Maybe some water. If I can give me that cup right there, I'll finish that one.
I'll be back.
Just anytime.
Okay.
keep the base of this one fat. I usually don't do too many wide cups. Welcome in, everyone. Leela stepped out for a few things, so if y'all have any questions, I will see them when she gets back. Let's try something with a little more of an organic flair. We'll see how this clay likes being pushed around. We'll try to do like more of a larger, kind of like something with like a nice hand clutch. James.
Andre said hi.
What's up, Andre?
Gustavo said hi.
I think Andre was in Friday, huh? Same Andre,
I don't know.
or one of the others.
I think I recognize James talk too. I think I recognize it.
Alright, we'll start with that. Nope. I think this needs to come out actually.
All right. I think someone from Thailand said hi, but I don't know their name. Looks like Thai. Might be Thai. Let me look that up. Can learn something new. Camel Rat says hi. It is Thai.
Alright, there we go. It needs to balance within itself.
Camel Rat Mithuam says hi. Ready to do the watermill?
Yes, please. I'm about to thin these out if I think I'm going to get to 10.
You're looking mighty fun. Nice.
I'll keep this there, thanks. Alright. These are taking a little too long, so let's see if we can't get a few just simple classical shapes out. Play catch up. What's up, James?
He said hi and so cool.
Thanks for coming back. Appreciate it.
So if someone has commented before, it has a new thing in the kebab that says channel activity, and you can see how they've chatted before. But if they haven't chatted before, it just says go to channel. Nice.
I don't fully understand, but maybe soon. We're still new to this, so we're still learning how to moderate and communicate. Sometimes if your fingers are not working with you, or like maybe in a fine motor skill sense, then you can just let certain elements go, knowing that you can always come back and refine later with trimming or with post wheel alteration.
Sarati says hi.
Sarati. I've never prided myself in being able to say names correctly.
Yeah, me either. Doing my best over here.
So please, much love in our attempts. So if we're developing this place to be like a virtual studio, my aim wasn't necessarily to be entertaining. I love what I do, but it's not necessarily the go-to for thrill seeking. But it's very quiet. It's very calm. It's very revealing, because wherever you are in this process, like, you are imprinting on the clay with all of these moves. Even coffee in the morning, I'll have coffee and then I'll try throwing or doing some really detailed trim work, and the motor skills are just off enough to make a big difference. And so it's always good to just check everything at the door, or go into this process ripples. I really love these cups. when you're wheel throwing and you have an itch, every clean tool becomes a potential scratcher. Time. What's our time, babe?
3 o'clock.
Any other potters here? Yeah, when I was coming to set up the stream, I saw that, what is it, the Crescent City ceramic stream? What was the name of that stream, Leela?
Sorry, I'm
That-
listening to you here.
That other stream, the other pottery stream, is it Crescent City stream?
Swan City.
Swan City.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, it's now Swan City Ceramics
Mm-hmm.
also has a live stream, and I was coming into this one late, and theirs popped up, and I was so tempted to just watch watch their stream. That's what I should do. Like, I'll stream, and then I'll just watch their stream.
All the potters want to
Watch the other potters.
nerd out with the other potters.
All right, I feel like we can easily get
Birds of a feather.
4 more here. This one's going its own route.
As a going off left.
It's going left.
Or right.
Let's go ahead and push these last 4. Maybe we'll drop a few of them, but we'll start seeing what this clay can do. This is pretty thin here. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and formulate my foot, or at least a potential foot. And then I'm going to leave some clay here for stability. And I'm going to pull this up, thin it out, and then slow it down while adding some torque. Let's break these curves up a little more. Find your rim. It's close.
Luis says hi.
Hi, Luis. Alright, I think I'm good with that. And though it looks like a small foot from the outside, it will be a large foot from the inside because the bottom of the cup actually sits right up here. So that'll be an interesting piece to trim. I think it's going to have some good results. We're looking for the unique, the rare, any cup that has something to say. We want to support that cup. I'd like to think that I'm making your future favorite cup. But my my cups, being that they're so tightly close to the unique personality traits of our own identities, then I really love how people often don't pick my favorite cups. And that's why I have no problem keeping them. Let's get pushy.
Okay, by the door, by our garage door, the salamanders are huge. Earlier you said
Is that a rock? No.
salamanders, and I just saw them, and they are bigger than the lizards.
Yeah. Yeah, and they just kind of come and go, you know.
Yeah, they were literally blocking the light from under the door. Bigger ones, but it's all good. They are welcome.
All right, this makes 8. What's our time, Leela?
Should be about 3:08.
We got plenty of time.
Yeah, rock and roller.
Anybody want me to try to make a cup that kind of fits what's in your head? If you can describe it, I can see if it's possible to try. They have different attributes when it comes to cups. When it comes to wheel throwing, really, everything starts with a cylinder. You know, unless you know how to break rules. But for the most part, you're centering up the clay. You're finding the middle to enter in. And as I do so, I'm actually creating a cylinder. So it's just a very thin, narrow cylinder. And from there, you just start evening the cylinder out with the strength of the cylinder in the right places for the form you want to get. So if you want to bowl, then you need a lot more strength at the bottom because it's going to be holding all of this clay out from going down. If you want something with a shoulder, this can be really thin, but this right here needs to be able to support that. And so you just start with a cylinder, and then you just move things either in or out. And as you do so, you know, the clay will just tell you if it wants to cooperate or if it wants to fight against you. And the more clay that's there, you know, it's a lot stronger to kind of move it around. But the thinner it gets, the weaker it gets to do whatever you want it to do. I think I'm going to push this down. Come back to me. I really want this to fold over right here. But none of this body has enough strength to hold that friction. I really like that portion. Maybe I'll just trim off this rim and then let it be. Alright, to do that I will find my wire. Did it already stick back? Nope. This piece does not want to cooperate. Alright, let it be. Very nice. The right set of threads and this piece is going to be ready to go out. see a lot of potters, it's very common to throw with a lot of water. I think the reason why I learned to throw really dry is because I didn't like cleaning up after myself. And so I just did my best not to make a mess. And I just use the exact amount of water that I need for that given task or pull.
Alexander says hi.
Sup, Alexander? Welcome. My name is Kevin. Leela's fielding my comments. We are making little cups off the hump. What kind of shape do you want? So you could have a cylinder, and this is pretty, it's a little thicker in this area, and then it tapers all the way up. And so the bottom of it sits right in here. There's a little bit of a wobble. I would probably draw my foot right here, unless I were to push it in to make it more of like a real tight taper. Then I could elongate that a little bit, but either way, I'm taking the clay and I'm looking at the form and I'm thinking, what do I want to do with this? Like, what does this cup want to be in the end? I have no idea. So I just sit and I play with the form and I thin it out, and then like I might stop here, like right mid-pull, and just say, what is that break? Does it look like it needs a break right there? Maybe up higher. Have a longer body and then bring that ledge up top. You could see the ledge up top and then might think, oh, let's go ahead and put a ledge at the bottom to match it. Tie those together, however. And then you just start seeing all these different elements, and then you just question what mark do you want to finally make in the end. And all of it's just done right then and there. You just follow the form. Looks like it has a nice little wobble coming in. Accentuate that. Look at that curve. Maybe two. once you get curves onto a piece like that, you do everything you can not to touch them until they set up. Once they set up, then you can, you know, do some work to them if they need it. You just don't work it until it's done. But if we were to do what we're doing and start live streaming our studio and opening up our processes and trying to do it in a very real authentic way, what part of this process, other than, you know, the basic wheel throwing or trimming, possibly glazing, you know, what would you be interested in? How might that look for y'all if you said, oh, we want to watch a kiln firing, or we would like to see you balance your books, or how do you process, or how do you analyze your costs, you know, for products. So I don't know, let me know if you're here and you enjoy being here and you want to, you know, maybe know something more or see something more. I don't know, I really like that shape there. I was planning on going back and dropping like a secondary fatter spiral up it to like really give it some movement, but I don't know, I think that's it. Especially with that foot, this foot here looks so bold. Alright, that for us marks 10, and looks like we get to throw one more off of this. I should have weighed that chunk of clay, because then I can know how many cups I can get out of it. Alright, what to make? How about something really elegant? Why don't we try like a tall, thin, long foot, nice curves. We might not have enough clay for it, but we'll try. see that ledge there.
Excuse me.
We'll mark that. Bless you, babe. Can barely get down there. Does not want to stay up. Well, so much for elegant. This thing wants to have a ripple in the foot. Come on, I don't know what it wants to do. I feel like we're getting somewhere. Come on, is it? Oh man, I can't believe that thing might make it. We got it back. I don't know if he's happy about it. Very gentle, break the rules. Don't kill your edges. Alright. And maybe I'm going to just leave it. I'm going to leave it and then I'm going to come back later. And, ooh, let's try the chamois. Most people use these things at this point anyway. See if I can't squish that back. Okay, we'll do that next time. I don't know, I feel like I want to keep pushing it. No, we'll leave it. Okay. All right. Thank you all for joining us. We're going to close down now. We've got 11 cups thrown and we'll get to trimming these tomorrow. We got some cool additions coming by, hopefully if we make it out tonight, we're going to go run by and pick up a second camera to try to add to our live stream, and that way we can have multiple cameras running into this feed, and that'll give us the ability to start stringing different tasks together without breaking the stream, as well as maybe doing a detail at the bottom, maybe the context from across the studio. But I think it'll give us a lot more versatility for helping us to craft this space here on this channel. So we love y'all. Thank y'all for coming by and just enjoying what we enjoy. If there's any way we can make it easier for you, let us know. And if it doesn't impede our process, we would love to do anything we can to help make good content, share good content. All right. Any last ideas, parting highs, hearts, all those things that people do? Or Leela's gonna punch the over and out button. Anyway, take care. Be at peace. I'm gonna grab